Warning, listening may result in hurt feelings, blocked stylists, and unbooked clients. Fuck That Formula podcast contains bold opinions, industry confessions, fun, foolishness, and a whole bunch of fuckery. So enjoy the damn show.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Fuck That Formula podcast, a rise beauty podcast in these internet streets. We're your hosts.
I'm Shirl.
And I'm Valerie. And this week's episode is brought to you by Too Much for Too Little. And if you don't know what that means, we about to tell you what too much for too little means.
Yeah.
Too much, you know how you hear the saying, you have champagne taste on a beer budget? That's what the fuck we talking about. You want too much and you ain't got no money for it. I'm guilty of it. I'm not even lying. There's a lot of shit I be wanting. I be like, girl, you ain't got no goddamn money for it.
But you know what? One thing I can't say, and I was going to say me, but we know how to put that shit on to make it look like you'll never know where it came from. You'll never know what I had to do to get it, but you'll never know where it came from or how much it cost.
But in this beauty,
you ask, and I tell you.
Yeah, but in this beauty industry, this is something common through. Like, this happens to everybody. I don't know a stylist this hasn't happened to. And we're going to explain to you what we're meaning, give you a prime example. So you're the client and you see a picture on Instagram and she has full head of color, full head of highlights, a cute new cut. She has whatever, a whole lot of shit going on. You want this service and your stylist can provide you this service, but you only want to pay $100. Bitch, this shit is $1,000. What do you think you ain't gonna get half of this? You're gonna get this haircut and this shampoo style. You're not even gonna get the color. And so are you expecting, like, what are clients expecting? You get what I'm saying? Like, what are they expecting on it? Because again, we've made it clear there's a stylist for everyone. And you need to find a stylist that rocks within your budget or your location or whatever. But right now we
research.
But right now we talking about in your budget. And if in your budget is not $1,000 hairstyle, then you may want to find you either another stylist or another hairstyle.
Right. One or the other.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, thorough research needs to be done before you choose your stylist. I think that you need to thoroughly read
the salon policies
and services and prices.
Yes.
So you won't have to ask a million. Because here's the thing: if it says this is what it is.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. I can understand if something may be listed, may be kind of confusing or whatever, but for the most part, a price is a price.
So most stylists, they don't even have most booking sites. If you see, it'll say starting at. So you already know your base price.
Right.
When it says starting at 75, that means the very least you're gonna pay is 75. Yeah. Okay. And most of the time you'll see on people's booking site, it'll say prices vary depending on the density or the length or whatever. That means if you have a shitload of hair, if you have very long hair, if you know what I'm saying, those things come into factor. So those play a big role in how much your service is. Right. But when the stylist tell you what the price is, don't be mad at her and don't be like, well, this, she, I don't want to fund her lifestyle. We talked about this and I told you.
Oh, man. But so now, first of all, don't count my pocket.
Don't count my pocket. I don't count yours.
Coins. I don't count yours. Respect me. Respect my prices. And I said what I said.
Right.
And it is what it is.
Yeah.
That we're not going to barter.
No. Well, I'm not going to lie. I have barter.
I mean, I'm talking about.
But I barter with people that I know.
Bartering is cool. I mean, as far as like people that you know, maybe I didn't mean barter, but go back and forth.
Yeah. We're not going to argue.
We're not going to go back and forth on my prices of this service. It is what it is. You're not going to pay for a single color service and you're wanting a double process.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not going to happen.
But it's like, I don't know where clients got it confused that this is, we say all the time, we know we make this shit look easy. We know we make it look fun. It don't even look like a real job.
Y'all,
this is how the fuck we pay our bills. This is how we feed our kids. So when we go in, we start talking about like your late fees and all that comes into play.
Right.
Right now we're just talking about you booking services. You're wanting a whole lot of services and you can't afford it. You don't want to tip. You get what I'm saying? And tipping is not required.
But there's an etiquette. There's a whole tipping etiquette.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
There's a whole tipping etiquette.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have it, you can't. If I can only tip you $2, then I'm just gonna
tip you so tipping's not required.
It's not, but it is. There is a whole.
There is an etiquette, but it's not required. And if a client doesn't tip me, I actually do not get upset.
Right.
I mean, that's a tip. That is something extra. That's a generosity. That's appreciation, whatever. So I don't get upset. I really don't give a shit about tipping. It's just a nice. It's a nice gesture. That's how I'm gonna say it. It's just nice. But quit trying to get shit you can't pay for. And I mean that's through all that. I'm talking to myself when it comes to buying extra shit, outside of the salon business. I can't pay for it, so I'm not gonna stress myself from getting it. But if you go to Shirl and you sit in her chair and you want a full installation of some micro locks, and she tell you your bill is $1,200, then that's what the fuck your bill is. You can't negotiate that shit.
Right. That's what I was trying to say.
You can't negotiate. Oh, negotiate. Yeah, you can't negotiate her price. That may not be either you need to change to another stylist or you need to wait and get that service when you can afford it. I always tell people if you're a client, that's why I know everybody's not a color client, not a whatever client, because when you're as a stylist, you're dealing with people. You already know. I already know how your budget.
By the characters.
I know how your budget flows.
Yeah, not even that. I can tell what kind of client you are, to whereas I'm not going to do this service on you because you're not going to keep it up.
You're not going to keep and that's why I say I know your budget how it flows, because some of my clients I've known for so long, I damn near know their paydays. You know what I'm saying? But I know how budgeting is for some people. So I always take that, and I don't have to I feel like that's an extra step I take because I can really not give a shit. I can really just, this is my price, you're going to pay it or not pay it. But because we are a family, I'm like, hey, how about we do it like this? Because this may be, so you really want you want it all over color and you want these highlights and a haircut. So maybe because I know this is not in your budget right now, so maybe we just maybe we do the all over color and the cut today.
Yeah.
And then in another month or so, when you're able to afford the highlights, then we'll do maybe a color retouch and then the highlights.
But the thing is, you and your stylist and your client have to communicate, and you have to build that rapport with your stylist to even get to that level.
Yeah.
To even get to that level. I got to know that you're coming back to me. I got to know that this is the end goal. This is what we're working on. This is what we're working towards. You know what I mean?
I think that's what happens. You know how you see on social media a lot of people. I see it more with braiders. I don't really see it with anybody else. Where a client will sit down. She know goddamn well she only had $100 in her pocket, but she wanted these $200 braids. I don't like these, so you had her braid your hair. I get it. If the stylist wasn't doing what you want to do, you need to stop that early in the game. Don't wait till she finish and then call her out. But you wait till she finish and want to talk shit, and you think you about to leave
without your hair being done.
Yeah, you think you about to leave with your hair being done.
You think about to leave with your hair being done
for $100 and not pay for it. Yeah, you were broke when you went in there.
And see, that's the bullshit. Now, back in the day, every blue moon, not often, maybe every blue, purple moon, you'd have a run out.
Oh, I ain't never had one of those.
I've never had a run out.
I've seen a run out. Oh, I ain't never. How is it like on a barbershop when the dude Lamar was sitting in the chair? He was like,
ease their way on out.
He was like, shit, I'm gonna take off.
Ease their way on out.
How does that happen? I've never had that. How does that happen?
Like, go to the restroom or something, and then they start on another client or start doing something else, and then before you know it, it's just like, did she ever come out the restroom or whatever? And it's gone.
So she wait until you get fully occupied doing some more shit, and she just kind of like, all right, just kind of ride them. Because the most of the time, and I know this with old school, most of the time you're not paying because you're like, girl, I know you got me. I trust you. because we old school, we just go get, because who comes to the salon and run out? Because that's not a thing.
Right.
But I guess it is a thing.
Right. And like I said, as far as from what I know and from where I come from, it wasn't something that happened often. We live in a small city, so you know what I mean. Word gets around.
I was about to say, y'all in a small ass town, so
yeah,
how the hell did you run out?
It ain't like Sparta, Mississippi, from in the heat of the night.
It ain't like that new Arkansas white only town.
Yeah,
where it's just like 100 people.
Nah, it ain't like that. But damn sure ain't Dallas. But it's small, but I don't even remember what happened like later on or anything like that. But yeah, we talked shit for the rest of the evening at the salon. Like,
so do y'all
that whole situation?
So do y'all find the people?
They were. She was a new client. She was a new client of one of the stylists, and we didn't know her. And I mean, great conversation. She laughing and and all of that. Like,
okay,
cool.
So she in that shit.
She in there. You know what I'm saying? Everything was all good. I don't think she got nothing like too extravagant or nothing like that. But it was still fucked up.
I don't care if it's a fucking edge up in a brown wax.
It was still fucked up. And you know, I don't remember if she didn't have her number or was calling. I'm sure she was probably calling her or something. But anyway, it happened. Nothing super duper dramatified went on or whatever. It was a fucked up situation. But it happened. But it doesn't happen often. But now, because this generation don't value a lot of things that they don't value. I hear about it through social media, of course, more so often.
This is why clients get mad. This is why they require deposits. This is why people require deposits.
Shit like that.
If clients only understood that all the shit, all the shit is because they have been screwed over, and when it comes down to your money and your business, you can only screw me over one time. Yeah. I can only get screwed one time, because from moving on forward, I have to make sure I protect myself at all times. So yeah, that run out shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah,
that is crazy.
It has happened. I've seen it happen.
But and it's funny because even like right now in today's society, we offer a buy now, pay later, just to kind of combat the whole I can't afford to come in right now, because I know this is the thing. When we're as stylists, clients think we're just mean as shit. But as stylists, this is our business. This is how we feed our family. This is how we live. So this is same as your job. If you're a nurse or accountant or whatever, our same thing. We go to our jobs. We expect to get paid so we can pay our bills and whatever, keep the economy going. So we, as of right now, with the all the way things are expensive, we understand that it's not feasible for everyone to be able to come in regularly and get their hair done with the prices. Okay, our prices have to go up because why? Shit goes up, or whatever. But in that same sense, that's why I offer a buy now, pay later, and other stylists offer that, because we understand hey, you need this relaxer and it's cut today. Yeah. And I want to make sure you get that, and we want to fall within your budget. So how about we offer you a buy now, pay later? That way it'll give you until your next paycheck. You can pay it in full, and you don't feel like you're coming in here broke. But to blatantly just come in knowing you have no intentions or you could pay, why book shit you can't pay for? Why? It's the same thing with booking $300, $400, $500 appointments and canceling at the last minute, or needing to, you know what I'm saying?
It's a considerate.
Yes. That stylist is banking on that to where, so she can pay booth rent or whatever she got going on, or pay her child's daycare or whatever. Now you've screwed that over, and it's kind of like, but you knew you could. But then the thing is, you got a cancellation policy. You cancel late. The cancellation policy, and then when I hit you with the cancellation policy, now it's a problem.
Yeah.
You knew you had to pay something.
It's that. And I don't understand the entitlement that a lot of clients feel like they have. they may feel entitled. Now, we could be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You could be such and such friend or such and such as auntie or whatever, and all that kind of. And I'm gonna get you together, and how we communicate is how we communicate. However, the price is still the price.
Price is still the price.
The price is still the price, and the price is still what it is.
But they come to you, Shirley, they already know. They know the price of a service. They know the price of whether it's a deposit or not. They know if there's a cancellation fee or not. So all these things are upfront said, and you know that coming in.
But you have to read it. You have to read it. Yeah. You have to go through the booking site or the website and read these things so you can know what these things are.
First of all, when they get ready to confirm book, it asks you to check off. Do you understand these salon policies of cancellation? Blah 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 blah. It says it on there. Or you check it because you can only check it. You can only click it so you can confirm it.
Yes, some of them just know to click to confirm to get through.
Well, yeah, I might want to start reading that shit.
It's just like you have to know. Like you have to know. It's a respect thing. It is being considerate of your stylist, because another thing with some clients wanting too much for too little. Listen, please, like we said, don't try to fucking count our pockets, okay? Listen, you are paying for product, you are paying for skill, you are paying for time, you are paying for quality.
Yeah.
Like all of these things.
Yeah.
We need you to take all of these things into consideration.
Yeah.
When you're making your appointment and when you come for the service.
Yeah. When
you cancel the appointment or reschedule or whatever the case may be. So if you are looking for something and you know you don't have the funds for that, communicate, book for what you can afford. Okay? When you're at your appointment,
talk to them about setting up a plan.
Communicate with your stylist about a plan. Okay, this is the goal I want. This is really what I wanted. However, I see, and I just ain't really got it like that right now. It's back to school. I got some things financially going on or whatever. What would you suggest that I do so that we can get
myself on this track of getting this blah, blah, blah.
It's all about communication.
So do you think, because you remember back in the day, shampoo style was like $25.
I do.
So I don't know if it's people, because there hasn't been that price in years.
But let me break that down to you. And I don't know if this is where you're getting to or not. But I kind of, if you're not, if so, I'm going to finish it for you. If not, I'm going to add to it.
This ain't the days for that, though. We done with them.
Because it's the elders or the elders' daughters who are aunties to us OGs.
I'm an auntie.
And
we're auntie. Okay. I thought I was still big sis, but I'm auntie. I found that out officially last year. I'm an auntie.
Okay. All right.
We're aunties.
So you talking about you? Not the petty ass aunties though. I'll be auntie all day because I am auntie. Shit, I am auntie. I'm auntie all day. Not the petty one, no. So you are not, just because you get the same style that you got back in 94.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're getting the same things. Products are different. Products don't cost the same.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? I've learned a few more things, and it's not the same as it was in 94, let alone 87. You know what I'm saying?
That's because I'm
so you're not going to get that same. You're not going to get that same price.
No.
For that, you're not going to get a $25 shampoo and stuff. You're not going to get a $35 shampoo and stuff.
Well, and
you may on a Golden Girl Wednesday.
Golden Girl Wednesday.
Or what? Because that was a elderly.
That was y'all shit, Golden Girl.
That was cute. Golden Girl Wednesday. You may have on a Golden Girl Wednesday be able to get your shampoo and stuff for $55. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on a Friday, if that's not what I'm charging, that's not what you are going to get for that cost. Like, period. Like, or if Miss Jolene got this specific price that she been paying, and she write her $35 check, so I can roll her couple sprigs up, put her under the dryer, and take the rollers out and grease her, oil her scalp, and walk her to her car, and she'd give me her $35 check. That's Miss Geraldine. That don't have nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I'm going to need my money.
That don't have nothing to do with you.
And I'm going to need that money for walking you out this door. I'm going to need my money.
That don't have nothing to do with you. If I want to take Miss Geraldine, if I'm going to take Miss Geraldine's $35 check and she give me, then that is her. That is Miss Geraldine and my
But that's y'all
business.
That's y'all business.
That's our
But
thing.
Miss Geraldine can't come to me next week because because you're out of town. Now she come to me and thinking I'm gonna do it for 35.
That's the
Miss
communication
Geraldine, boo boo.
That's the communication thing.
My shit is 85. I don't know what she charging you, but this is mine. So you can wait till she get back, or you gonna pay me my 85.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Too much for too little.
Do you also think that because you know how
or Miss Geraldine's daughter?
I'm gonna say, but
she can't get it done that either.
But do you think like you know how when you're doing hair, or you used to go into somebody that's maybe like in their house, and I'm just using in the house because the prices may be a little bit
stylist for a very
because the prices may be a little bit cheaper in the house as a kitchen beautician. So the price may be. Do you think some people come from the being in a kitchen beautician and then they come out into the salon and they're just like, well, why is it costing? I'm like, well,
and I think that goes both ways because I have had clients who felt a type of way of paying
a kitchen beautician
paying more at the salon than paying the kitchen beautician. Okay.
And I've seen people who get pissed if a kitchen beautician charges them salon prices. But it's still, the service is still the service.
But the service is still the service. Now, the only thing is, because when I was doing hair in my kitchen, everything was the same. I had a whole area. I had my dining room set up as my salon.
Yeah, I was a kitchen beautician. To believe it or not, I actually was.
Yeah, I was for a very long time.
My mama was pissed because I was cutting hair on her white carpet. I was doing cut color on her white goddamn carpet. My mama said, I can't wait till you get your goddamn license. Get out of my
yeah. Nah. But the only thing that differentiated that for me was the fact that you had to lean over the sink to get shampoo.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Look, you want your hair done?
And I hated that. I did that too. But I had got so used to it. My clients had got used to it. And my clients, it didn't bother. They like,
they can't lay their big ass on your counter like they're a kid.
You know, they didn't care. It was nothing. You still gonna get a real good shampoo. Only thing is, don't have no lashes on or whatever. I mean, you will still have your towel on it, but no makeup on because you about to get shampooed in the sink and your head is down. That was the only thing.
Yep, that's the only thing.
Differentiated it from being at the salon.
But now they actually have the shampoo. Now they have the shampoo bowls connected to the thing, so you're getting somewhat of a shampoo.
Yes,
the professional way.
So they do, and these things are different. Now I have seen experienced clients being upset about paying more for salon for the services at the salon as opposed to in the kitchen. You have to explain to them like, okay, well now we're in the salon. Now we're talking about boot print. Now we're talking about this. I didn't have access to the products here at home that I may have had at the salon. Okay, so let's take all of this into consideration that now it's just going to be a difference. Then there are those who don't mind and understand that I have to pay salon prices now that we're at the salon because I really enjoy being at. Now I enjoy being at
because I ain't got to bend over.
Because I ain't got to bend over the sink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like the salon familyness of it all and everything. So when I went from the kitchen to the salon, it was a smooth transaction because they was cool with it. They didn't have no issues with the fact that, all right, y'all, my prices is about to go up for a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all rock this out for about another 2 weeks to 30 days. And then after that, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's some of the advice I try to give.
And I can offer different services now.
That's some of the advice I try to give to, especially like the cosmetology students coming out. Because in cosmetology school, people are gonna come to support you because they're paying cosmetology price. Right. They're getting $9 roller sets. Right. I mean, the fuck. But trying to get them to understand that once you get out of here, I've told them, once you get out of here, you're never gonna see the client again. She's like, oh, she's gonna follow me. No, she's not.
Right.
because she's accustomed to a $9 roller set. When you get out of school, now your roller sets are $85. Right. She's not gonna fuck with you. And so that's a transition that I think a lot of newer people coming out of school are learning, that people want a whole lot of shit and for very little. And that's when they need to go to cosmetology schools and stuff like that to get those services.
Yeah.
I also find that, and I love my family, but I find that shit happens with family.
Oh my goodness.
Family, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Family is the fucking worst.
Oh my goodness.
Family
industry.
Family could be the worst. I don't, you know what, in the beauty industry, but even just as a small business, family can be the worst because they expect, because for whatever reason they think because you're family, then it should be discounted. And I'm just be like, y'all, but listen, I gotta feed your little cousin. Like, how the fuck?
It has, but not even that. Like, I need y'all know this is my job. This is my job, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my job. I'm not just practicing no more.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
If you want the practice price, come to cosmetology school.
I have to break this down to you.
Yeah.
I have to let you know.
Yeah.
And you're going to be pissed. You're probably going to be pissed for a little while. Men not even talk, but eventually they come around. They come around to the point to where it's all good. And then, because they have to think about it. It has to register in their brain that, you know what? I guess she is.
Well, I didn't even have to do a whole spiel.
I'm sorry. One more thing. And I got to say this before I forget it. But also, as stylists, don't you feel obligated to discount your family? I used to feel like I needed to. I used to feel like I needed to, and I would feel bad, and I would just say the lesser price of the service or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? No problem. I'm like, okay.
But you spent the same amount of time, the same amount of product. They took an appointment time. You could have
everything the same. Yeah. Everything the same. But I just felt obligated to give them. You. So I am saying, Auntie Shirl is saying this as an OG. Do not feel obligated to give your family members
or friends a discount,
discounted services.
And honestly, this is the thing. That's why I do not get upset if I don't have a lot of family or friends come get their hair done. I'm not upset because I'm honestly, I'm okay with not doing it because I don't want it to mess up any type of relationship. Because my price is my price or whatever. And if you could be a family, and if you late cancellate on me, guess what? You got a fucking fee. That it's still business. It's not personal. It's business. And so I'm glad you put that out there because I do find a lot of people feel obligated because they are family. The only people who get free services in my family are my parents, my husband, and my son. That is it. And I'm about to start charging my son ass. You get what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because that's how my daughter is. Like she like this is. She didn't have the same issues and problems that she didn't feel obligated to give the family. But
honestly, Charlene, I never even had the argument. Because I already knew off top. When you come and sit in this chair, this is the price. I've heard that high. And I just be sitting there like, well, shit, find you a goddamn $1,000 in your budget. I don't know what to tell you. It's my price. I love you. And if you come in, I'm a treat you like VIP, like I do anybody
like
else.
Every other client.
But if you don't come, I'm not upset either.
Yeah. It is what it is. Because if you want the service, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, if you want it, you're going to pay for it. Yeah. And that's just that. Honestly, that's what it comes down to.
That's what it comes down to.
It doesn't.
Family, friends. Regular client, whatever.
If you want the service,
you're gonna
pay for it. And if you want, I don't give a shit how much it is. If you want it and that's what you want, be ready to pay for it. And don't try to negotiate. And then, because another issue I have with negotiating, you don't go into Target, you don't go into Walmart, and you don't negotiate none of their prices. You don't go to Louis Vuitton. Their purse is $2,000. You don't bat a damn eye. You go in there, you spend your $2,000, get your purse, and you move on. As a matter of fact, I find also a difference as far as people paying, not wanting to, pay for shit and getting to, or whatever. When it comes to hairstylists versus maybe like braiders or wigs and weaves, people will pay them more for services that's not even their fucking hair. than they pay us who are managing and taking care of their scalp and their hair. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that shit. I said it and I'm standing on it. Tell your mama about it. Don't give a fuck.
Tell your
Because
mama.
the thing is, just think about it. You will pay $500 for braided hair. You will pay $500 for hair that ain't yours. You will pay them $900 to install this hair that ain't yours. Mm-hmm. You will wear it because it's convenient and it's comfortable. Then when you get out of all of it and then your shit is out, you barely want to pay us. Right. Well, I don't want to get a treatment
to deal with the
breakage and all the other shit you got going. Now you don't want to pay. Oh, that treatment costs too much. Oh, this haircut costs too much. You just spent goddamn me $1,400.
So right. So here's what I feel like when we're as stylists, whether you're doing weaves, whatever service you do as a hairstylist, like we know, you know what kind of stylist you are. We know what kind of stylist you are. If we care for your hair, we are treating your hair, all the nourishments that it needs, giving you the proper information and really pouring into your hair and everything, giving you the quality
you see how nice she is. Okay, keep
going. That your hair needs, give you the quality services and quality products that your hair needs. Okay, even if there's someone who's doing the braids, who's doing the weaves, who's doing the wigs, they plucking and bleaching and braiding for all that time. Okay, yes, get it.
Okay, pay them. Yeah, because they're doing a lot of work.
Right. Okay, but do not discredit the natural hairstylists. Do not discredit those who are treating your scalp, who are treating the actual tresses, who are putting the actual product, who's detangling, who is getting the stank off of it, who is removing the buildup.
Yeah, they're taking care of your scalp and your hair.
Taking care of your hair. Like, do not discredit them. So do not think that you should not have to pay what it's worth. It's basically what I was getting to. Like, you have to pay for quality services. Now, also though, if you're going to charge for these services, you have to provide quality services. You have to use quality products. You have it goes both ways. Like, so we get it. We ain't just shitting on clients out here for trying to get over, and I mean we are, but let's call it both ways.
Yeah, because there are stylists out here that are literally performing bullshit services and half-ass doing it. And they're like, oh, well, that'll be $300. Girl, not with this big bleed stain on the back of my head. What are you talking about?
And the fucked up part about it is the client is paying it because they don't know.
They don't know.
Now, when they come to us and we like, what the
fuck did she do to your hair?
What the fuck did she do to your hair?
But this is the sad part. This is what sucks. Because then once you go to that stylist that fucks it up, that charge you all this money to fuck it up, and then you come to one of us, and now I have to do a color correction. Now you're paying more.
Now you're paying even more.
Because I have to fix whatever that's.
Now you're paying even more, whether it's color, whether it's locks, whether it's
But cut, you know what the problem was? You went to her because she was cheaper, thinking you were going to get something better for less.
You either went to her because she was cheaper and you thought you was going to get something more for less.
Or she just didn't know what she was doing.
Or you went to her because of her numbers on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all have your research, y'all. You gotta cut it out. Like cut it out.
Yeah. Because I like to see somebody's. That's another day. Never mind.
All right.
I'm not even gonna call them out. We're gonna tap into our dirty chair confession because I'm gonna say something that probably.
I mean, but it is what it is.
For another day.
Okay. All right.
I don't hold shit in, but this one I'm gonna wait till another day.
Okay. He said, I ain't even gonna lie. I booked a $300 install knowing damn well I had $167 in my account, but my birthday was coming up.
A $300 install. And she only had $167.
She said $160. But here she said, I look good. She said, but my rent was due too.
So what was more important, your rent or your hair? Because I would have bought a $20 wig and stuck that shit on there and did my birthday and then paid my rent.
Everybody ain't cut from the same cloth.
I mean, I'm not cut from. Well, I mean, but I guess in the hair,
it's that part.
Yeah,
it's that part. Why? Because at this point, I'm just gonna. That's when you need to say, because your rent due too. Now I don't know if you paid your rent already, and this is what is left, or if you like fuck the rent too, but I need this done.
But even if you pay rent and 167 is what you had left, you can't get it installed. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a shampoo style and maybe buy me some clip-ins.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Maybe buy me some clip-ins and clip that shit in and make it look like it's for.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, baby girl, you have to make it make sense. Make it make sense for yourself, first of all. Make it make sense for yourself. Make that shit make sense for your stylist too, because that shit'll get you fucked up.
It'll get you blocked. No, for real. Like
that's playing. Like that's literally
playing, but that's also that's playing in my face. That's playing with my schedule. That's playing with my money. That's playing. Yeah, that's playing. It's playing with my business. Yeah, because it's like you don't respect
my. It's fucked up and it's not funny. You know
really
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's not funny. Like, but that goes right on back around. Like, you have to respect my business. It's we don't do this for fun. It ain't for play. It ain't for practice. Unless I said it's for practice. You know what I mean? But you can't do that.
And the funny thing, most of it for practice, we don't even charge for when we're doing. If it's for practice, most time when we say, "Oh, we want a model" or something like that, like just FYI the game. Most of the time, when a stylist is asking for a model, it's either they're trying out a style, or they're working on something, or they've learned it and they just want to showcase it or whatever. Right. So most of the time, when we're practicing, shit is free. We're not even charging you to practice.
And if that's the case, bitch, ask. Post it out there. Does anybody need any models for install?
Yeah.
I got $167 and my birthday is today. Can anybody need a model?
So first of all, let me take that tip. I've never really thought of that. If you broke as shit, you got rent due, you got bills, your kids got daycare, whatever, and you need your hair done. Now, why you need a $300 install and you broke? Don't ask me. That ain't my business. You take it up with you and your God. But my thing is, that is a good idea to go online and just say, hey, because see, I feel like I'm a good model because I don't have any hair. So you can do whatever fuck you want to. If you know you need your shit done, just go online and be like, hey, does anybody need a model? Because I really need an install and blah, blah, blah.
And this is all I got to work with.
I promise you, there may be, and you may be like, hey, I can give you $50 or whatever. And I promise
just
you.
Ask. The worst they can say is no.
Yeah.
And then, but don't do that.
Yeah.
Like y'all, we have to do, y'all got to do better.
We have to do better. We have to do better in Black businesses, because that is also another, that's why I say it just kind of goes across the board, even not just in the hair industry, because Black people do it to other Black people in our own businesses. We will go to a business, and I hate it, and I argue about it all day long. You go to a Black business, and you're like, they charge, and it's like, but you don't have that same argument the mother folks' business. Pay what the price is. If you can't afford it, then just move the fuck on. Right. Like, it's no big deal to go in there, admire if you can't afford it, but don't shit on them because you can't afford it. Don't shit on their prices. And I know they do this a lot to us. They'll say, oh, she's high. Well, no, she's not expensive. She just may be outside of your budget.
Right. And you have to know your worth.
Yeah.
But just like how I said before, make sure that what you're charging is the quality matches.
Yeah.
You know, that could be like when I'm saying we have to do better as a people, because you can't have products on your shelves that have collected dust and haven't been used and is expired.
That's why I don't keep products on my shelf.
And or cheaply made items, but you are overcharging, gouging.
I'm gonna say real talk. Stylists would be amazed. Clients do pay attention to the products you use.
Yeah.
And I've had plenty of clients sit down from a previous stylist or something and would be like, well, I kind of was looking at her products and I was like, well, shit, I could buy all them myself and do my own hair. If that's what she's going to do on my hair. So I'm not saying I'm not saying every product has to be professional, because there's some products that are just really good that are not professional. Period. Point blank. So there's some products that I use in the suite that is not professional law, but it's the only one I know that can do what I need it to do. Right. So I use it. Right. But all my other products are professional. Right. And so a lot of times you'd be amazed when clients sit there and they be like, well, she using this and shit. Yes, I can go buy this shit myself. I can go get this at the store myself. I can buy this. Like, why am I charging her? Yeah. Why am I charging $100? Why am I paying her $100 and some for a relaxer? And she just used some goddamn me just for me motions that she just got from the beauty supply store down the street. Right. I could do that myself. Right.
My tip for that, and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna put it out there and say it. If that's what you're gonna do, then you need to switch your containers, switch your bottles. You need to put
if you're gonna rock that.
If that's what you're gonna do,
because it may be in your budget. You as a new stylist, you may not be able to afford to buy professional products. Right. So we're with you. Yeah. We're with you. So we're not shitting on you.
If this is what you need to do for the time being, and you know these are the products that I can use. I love the way this does this. I love this, that. Mm-hmm. But you know it's something that you got from the hair store or Walgreens or whatever the case may be. Go to the Dollar Tree or somewhere and invest in you some containers and bottles and jars that do not have labels on them, and put products in there, and then you can make your own labels or something like that. Or if you got the bottle or something,
and we're not trying to tell you to
acetone and to wipe the names.
Yeah, we're not. Let's get this clear. We're not trying to tell you to what do they call pirate? What do they call when it's stealing?
No, that ain't what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're just saying to not make it look so obvious for client if that's what you can afford right now. Don't make it look so obvious
for clients that you are using non-professional products if this is what you have to do.
Because a lot of times, even with those non-professional products, if you have the skill and know what you're doing, the end result, they still can't get the end result like you. So there's still the quality. Because see, you can still use unprofessional products and get still a good end result.
You absolutely can.
But at the same time, and if you're going to, and what we're saying is if you're going to be charging these higher prices, at the very least, have a professional product line that supports that price.
Quality.
But if you don't have a professional product line that supports that price, at least have the damn skills to justify that price. Absolutely. But I promise you, if you're charging $200 for a relaxer and you're using motions, and a client sees that you're using motions, I promise you that's going to be a problem. I don't give a shit how you turn. It's going to be a problem. And her hair may look fantastic, but it's going to be a problem.
I mean, that ain't no daggone motions. I don't use motions.
I mean, I've used Revlon. I've used.
Let me tell y'all something. And this is
shit gets short sometimes. Let me tell you.
Listen, listen. When I say. Now, it would burn their head off, but in the very beginning stages of me, after I came out of school and I started booth renting, I had to buy my own shit. Bitch, I remember using Band 2.
Oh, I have, I use they quit making it now, but I was using the Band 2 yellow out. I don't use the, I don't use that because I have to buy some other brand, but that's the only product that I have found with my little concoction, how I do it, that gets out the yellow when I'm doing relaxer. So I haven't found a professional product, cheap, but I haven't found a professional product that does that.
Right. Very inexpensive. I'm talking about the jar relaxer. It was $2 change.
Oh, like she was profiting.
I mean, but back then I was only charging like $65 for a relaxer.
Yeah, you know and so the rest of it was just based on skills. So the rest of it was just based on other skills
and everything. Mm-hmm. Now, heavily based because you got to work quick because
that shit move fast.
That shit move fast. It's gonna burn. But yeah, I was using that Band 2. I was using that Band 2 relaxer because it was cheap and it worked. It did what it needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, so we've all had times where it's just been you in the salon. And shit, I don't have like extra money coming in, so sometimes you have to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. You're always going to have to do what you got to do. You have to make that shit work. But you just have to be professional about it. You just got to be, not be, and be, sometimes you just gotta be
sometimes you have to be
discreet
discreet about it. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to. Yeah. Sometimes you are. That's just what that is. But for clients, yeah, if you can't afford the services, if that week ain't weekend for you, then just don't go that week.
Don't do us dirty. Don't do your stylist dirty. Don't. Yeah, just don't.
Don't. Well, and and I'm looking at it as just in a small business sense of you're doing that and you don't even realize what that stylist has on the line.
Absolutely. You don't.
Like you don't even you just don't even realize what she has on the line or what he has on the line. The things that he's taking care of. They could be taking care of a special needs child. They could be taking care of their sick mother. They're looking they booked that install, $300 install because they're like, shit, I needed this $300 this week because somebody canceled on me last week and I need to be able to take care of this. Yeah. And then you come in and then you like, I ain't got $160 some. Like that's you don't see the other end of that.
Yeah. So it's fucked up when you do fucked up shit like that. It's fucked up when you do fucked up shit like that. I really want somebody I know this is this episode, but I need some more. I want a couple more people to chime in.
I want somebody to send some more dirty confessions.
I want somebody to send some more dirty confessions on this particular thing because that's hot. And
but it does amaze me. Clients they send you pictures all the time, and that's cool. So one thing I have loved, and I love it, when I see these social media hairstylists, they're on there and they're especially doing color correction. That's the big one. When they're showing you the process of the color correction, I love it when they actually put the price and the hours as they're doing it. Like, so have you seen them? They'll say like, hey, we did a color correction. This is what she started with. We have to do a toner. We have to do, 3 treatments. We have to do a cut. We have to do, they list all the things they did and they tell you the final price, but they also tell you this took 12 hours to do. And the reason why I like when they stylists do that, because it brings clients back to reality of you want this high-end deal, not realizing what comes with this. I remember having a client, she would see a color correction online and she was like, oh, I want this. Well, once I ran all the numbers down to her, she was like, oh, girl, just give me a haircut. Because shit, I was trying to stay under $150. Well, you can't get a color melt, highlights, tone. You can't get all that.
Well, see, I also feel like as far as the clients are concerned, stylists, if you do color services, be direct and specific in the color services you provide so you can let them know this is a 2-part color. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, I offer color. I do color. Because now they might be like, oh, I just want to rinse. You mean you want a semi-permanent color? Is that what you want? That's not going to take. You want a demi-permanent?
So that comes in. I don't know, remember what episode we talked about this when I talked about consultation.
Yeah.
People do not, every stylist I know has a consultation option on their menu. No one ever fucking books it. No one books it. But when you need a color correction, that is something you have no other choice but to book. That is the time, if you book a consultation, that is the time for you to discuss all of this shit. And you can find out if you really can afford that or not. That is, to me, that is a very small investment to find out if you really can do a full investment. So a consultation, so like on my menu, it says consultation, it says color correction consultation because they're 2 different things. So if I do a consultation, yes, I may tell you that consultation for 30 minutes is $25, right? But that's $25 versus you sitting down
thinking you might get one.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So I'm saving you and I'm saving me.
Yeah.
From the headache.
Because you think you about to get one thing, and once you sit down in my chair, I'm like, you absolutely cannot get this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So prime example, like when everybody was doing their blonde, the platinum pixies, and I think they're really dope. But I had a few clients. I never took the class, but you had a few clients that were like, "Oh, I don't want the straight part, but I want to be, platinum like that." And they went into it with the idea of I want to be platinum, not realizing how much this is gonna cost, the maintenance of it. And I think a lot of times, again, on social media, it looks really good, but people don't realize you get this color process or this particular service. This shit costs to maintain. So can you maintain it?
Right.
If you can't, then don't even start. Don't even play like you can get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because just like you said, I like how you worded that. It's an investment.
Yeah, it is.
It's an investment. So when you are making $300, $100, or whatever amount of investment into your hair and into your stylist to perform these services on your hair, just take all of that into consideration enough to be upfront.
Yeah.
As far as what your finances are looking like and what the goals are. I don't have it right now, but I am work. You know what I'm saying? What can we do to get this, or can I get something similar to it, or whatever the case may be? It's about communication in the ways that you are going to invest in your hair.
But everybody needs to look the part for social media. So I need to look like I'm doing good. I need to look good. I need to feel good. I need to smell good. I need to make sure I look good on the outside. Face be beat down. Hair raggedy the motherfucker, but the face beat down, clothes immaculate, everything is iron. Well, they don't iron no more, but everything is nice and clean and polished and whatever. And then, but underneath that hair is a hot ass mess because you done spent all your money looking good, but you ain't did shit with that.
That happens.
But yeah, the planning people. Yeah, don't do your stylist like that. That really ticks me off. It's fucked up.
Too much for too little.
Too much for too little. So you gonna do your fuck that for me?
I am. Fuck that bad and bougie on the bad credit formula. Okay. Value the work. Tip with respect. And stop crying at the checkout screen. And I'm going to add to it. Thoroughly read the website. Thoroughly read the booking site.
And if you don't know, ask.
And if you don't know, ask. But if you read what you want to ask, maybe in what you read as far as the policies and the
you
pricing,
read it first.
Just read it first. Just read it. Keep a good, cool rapport between you and your stylist.
Yeah, before we got here, do you think it's bad when people don't tip?
I think it's bad when people don't tip. I don't trip when people don't tip. I mean, here's what I feel. If you feel like that your experience with me was worth you tipping, please by all means tip. If you have it. If you don't have
don't feel obligated. If you don't have it,
don't feel obligated to tip.
If you don't have
it,
yeah.
Or if you feel like your experience with me was not worth a tip, never. But
never ever.
If you don't feel like your experience was not worth, if you feel like your experience was not worth leaving a tip, then by all means don't. But don't feel obligated to. But if you know that I have done an exceptional job and you want to support me with your experience with me, by all means, please tip.
Yeah. So I'm not. That's why I was going to ask you, because I know we didn't really talk a lot about the tipping, but because tipping is one of those things like people, there's some stylists out there that are really, really pissed off when people don't tip. And tipping is not even one of the things that I even calculate.
So now, if there's another thing as far as tipping, now, if you are a client and you came in and you booked for a particular service and you are receiving this particular service and you want to kind of try to add this in and do this and do that, and you have given me a hard time, but I suggest knocked it out the park throughout the whole time, and you are thoroughly satisfied with it, bitch, I expect you to tip.
Yeah. Now, if I have to work extra hard, then I'm gonna need you to. I'm gonna need you to come up.
If you don't have it, again, okay, I get it.
But don't be in here demanding shit. But don't be don't have. Yeah. I'm about to say, no, wait a minute. Now, calm the fuck out. Wait a minute.
But if you got it and you just ain't here being demanding Darlene, or just being a bitch.
Yeah.
But I still showed up and got you together and
I'm gonna need a tip.
A1, like I'm gonna need a tip.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a tip.
That's just how that goes.
Yeah,
and I learned that like that's, and then again that goes with don't count my pockets, because don't feel like you don't have to leave me a tip because you feel like every dollar that you gave me for the service is coming to me anyway, so I don't have to leave. You don't know how that go. You don't know how that go.
That's one of the reasons why I don't do hair at the house.
You don't know how that go.
That's one reason why I do hair at the house. Well, one of the reasons. One reason I don't like folks in my house. But second, people tend to walk in your house and count your pockets. They look at your house and they be like, "Oh, I'm paying this bitch, and look how she living. I'm living less than it." Baby,
you don't know.
You don't know what I got going on. You don't know what I done did. You don't know how many corners I done stood on to get this. You don't know what the hell I done did.
No clue.
I could have had to get on my knees for a whole 2 months to get this shit. You don't know what I did.
You can't count my coins.
So don't count the coin. You don't know what she done been through to get that. So that's one of the reasons why I don't have people at the house, because I don't need you comparing my prices to how I live. Because that ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't go to your house. Because see, if we're going to do it like that, I'm going to base my price based on how you live. Because I can come to your house and be like, oh, well, shit, we got new BMWs and shit. Let me go ahead and add this extra $100 fee on her. She got it. She good for it.
Like, but you don't know.
Shit.
You don't know.
She a VIP somewhere. So, she a CEO or something like that. Let me go and get you. Go and get my money. If we did that, that sounds really shitty. But that's what it is.
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways, though. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So
respect your clients. Don't expect too much for too little.
Respect your client. Respect your stylist.
Respect your stylist. That's what I meant. Respect your stylist. Don't expect too much and give too little.
Yeah. Don't have me working my ass off, and don't do that.
For little.
Yeah.
That ain't fair.
So we're hoping to get some dirty chair confessions for this one, because we would like to hear some more stories about it. Yeah. So if you have anything that you want to say about this week's episode, if you want to send your dirty chair confessions, cop a book, an ebook, or grab a course, or chat with us, you can DM us on TikTok and Instagram, as well as you can email us at talk@fthatformula.com. Until next week, we'll be back talking shit.
We will. Send us your dirty chair confessions about anything.
Anything.
Just let us
any
know
bullshit you got going on in the salon. Anything.
Shoot it to us. We gonna tell. We ain't gonna tell who.
Yeah, but we gonna definitely tell the story.
We're gonna tell.
All right, until next week. All right, holla. Peace.